So I'm Jonathan Gilbert with the Fort Mill Police Department. This program is our Do the Right Thing program. This is the second one of the school year. We used to do it 4 times a year, but we only do it twice a year now. And the nominations keep getting better and better because the students keep getting better and better, and the adults in the schools keep noticing what these students are doing and writing these amazing nominations. This is probably the favorite part of my position now that I have. And this program that we have, we hold it twice a year, and it spotlights students that go above and beyond on a daily basis. And the adults in the school, any adult in the school can write a nomination for them. And I love sitting down reading these nominations because it just reminds me that our youth is not, they're not all bad. They don't all smile either. But it's a great program that we have. And this program wouldn't be possible without the support of you parents. For one, it wouldn't be possible without the support of the school resource officers, who my hat goes off to these guys, and I thank them every ceremony because I used to be a resource officer myself, and I know what they deal with on a daily basis, and they still do it on a daily basis. And from what I can gather is that they love it, with the exception of Officer Prescott. But it's a just kidding. And this program wouldn't be possible without the support from the schools. So I don't know who all is here from the schools, but thank you guys for all that you do. I actually went to school to be a teacher, and I thank God every day that it didn't work out that way because it's a tough job. It really is. It's a tough job. And so so thank you all for doing what you do. But most importantly, I want to thank you guys for doing what you guys do. You guys are the future of not just Fort Mill, but you're the future of the world. And these nominations here remind me, or they show me that our future is in good hands, or will be in good hands. So keep doing what you're doing, keep being who your parents have raised you to be, and you'll keep reaping the rewards for that, okay? So thank you all. I'm gonna clap to y'all for that. All right, so with this program, like I said, it spotlights the students in the schools who go above and beyond. And other than me reading their nominations and just talking about them, they're going to receive some goodie bags full of prizes that I'm more than happy to take some of if you guys want to share, that's doing the right thing. So, but in these goodie bags, it's all stuff that's given to us by our sponsors. We have sponsors that love this program and love what our youth are doing in town. And so they consistently contribute to the program, and I just want you guys to see what they're going to be getting. You can come in, Tommy, if you want to. You're welcome. It's Officer Jenkins. And so we have a top 10. There's only 8 here now, but it's a long story. But anyway, out of these 8 that are here now, 7 of them they're all finalists, but one of them is the grand prize winner. Not saying that the grand prize winner is any better than the other ones. It just, that nomination stood out with me and the other individuals who judge the nominations. But the top 7 are going to get the following. Hold on to your chairs because it's a lot. So the top 7 are going to get a Do the Right Thing t-shirt, a Do the Right Thing certificate, a $10 Walmart gift card, a $10 movie gift card, a $25 Foot Locker gift card. I added that one because I see the style nowadays. And I can't spend more than $30 for a pair of shoes, but I know that a lot of the shoes that y'all wear are expensive. So a $25 GameStop gift card. I'm sorry, parents. I know that you probably try to get them to not play video games, but I know they love them. So sorry. A $10 Dairy Queen gift card, a $10 iTunes gift card, a $10 QT gift card, a $10 Subway gift card, a $10 Starbucks gift card, so they can have caffeine while they play their video games. A $25 Visa gift card, a free dinner at Town Tavern, Chick-fil-A coupon with a little Chick-fil-A stuffed cow, and a cup. Got to have the cup. They're also going to get a Ann Springs Close Greenway year membership, but not just for them, but for the families. So you guys can join it or enjoy that as well. They're also going to get a Fort Mill Police Department water bottle. Doesn't sound as exciting as the other stuff, but you can use that while you're on the Greenway. You're going to get a certificate of achievement from South Carolina House of Representative Ms. Ray Felder as well. And on top of that, you're going to get a brand new iPod Touch. Is that still a thing? Kira? And so that's for the top 7. The one that gets the grand prize gets a little bit more. So the grand prize winner will get $60 worth of iTunes gift cards, a $50 Visa gift card, a $50 Amazon gift card, a $25 movie gift card, $25 gift certificate to the Peach Stand, a $10 Walmart gift card, a $15 Dairy Queen gift card, $10 QT gift card, $25 Subway gift card, $25 Starbucks gift card, $25 gift certificate to the Improper Pig, a $25 gift card to Texas Roadhouse. So whoever wins, I like Texas Roadhouse. You're going to get a free dinner at Town Tavern as well. You're going to get numerous Chick-fil-A coupons and a larger stuffed cow, but also the cup. You're going to get a Do the Right Thing t-shirt, a Fort Mill Police Department water bottle, which is the star prize of the evening. You're going to get a year membership to the Ann Springs Close Greenway and your choice of either a guided kayak trip for 2 or a guided horseback ride for 2. You're going to get a Do the Right Thing plaque from the Fort Mill Police Department. You're going to get a certificate of achievement from South Carolina House of Representatives Ms. Ray Felder. You're also going to get the iPod Touch, and you're also going to get a brand new Kindle Fire HD. And so one thing that I love telling young adults is that every action has a consequence, and whether that consequence is good or bad is up to them. These young adults here, their consequence is good because they're reaping the rewards of what you parents and what the teachers and what you guys have instilled in them. And so keep up the good work, and everything that you do that's good will be rewarded at some point in your lifetime. So keep doing what you're doing. And so inside of those gift cards, or inside of those bags as well, there is an envelope with a list of the sponsors. And I can't make you guys do this, but the sponsors love getting thank you letters from you guys. So if you feel the desire to, feel free to write them gift cards or write them letters, thank you letters. There's one of our sponsors that has a board full of the letters, and it's right there in the front of his business, and it's amazing to see that thing grow every year. And so just something to think about. Okay? And so I'm going to get started. And once I get started, what's going to happen is I'm going to call your name. And when I call your name, if you're on this side, just come and stand. You're going to smile. You're going to sing a quick song, and then I'll read your nomination after that song, and then you'll sing one more song. Then you'll have a seat. Okay? You guys warmed up? Ready to go? All right. So we're going to get started.
Caleb's order speech.
And we're going to start with our first one will be not here. Our first one will be Abigail Raymond. You got to smile real big. Miss Abigail goes to Springfield Middle School and is in the 7th grade. Ms. Raymond was nominated by Officer Johnson. See, the SROs take notice too. And your nomination reads that on November 27th, 2018, Abigail Raymond, a 7th grade student at Springfield Middle School, was not having a good day. A fellow classmate of Abby's was not treating her very nice. This classmate had pushed Abby at the bus stop in the morning and then again in the hallway at school. Abby did not let this unkind act totally ruin her day, though. She continued to attend her classes and tried not to entertain the negative attention she was receiving. I couldn't tell anything was wrong since every time I see Abby in the hallway, she always has a smile and would never complain about anything. It wasn't discovered until the next day what had happened, and after Abby's mother contacted the school. Abby had gone home, and Mom knew something was bothering her. Eventually, Mom got Abby to tell her the circumstances of why she was feeling sad. The bullying wasn't the only thing Abby had told her mom. Abby was concerned for a friend, too, and opened up to her mom about it. The friend had been harming herself, and Abby couldn't keep it to herself. She knew that this friend needed help and wanted to make sure she got it. Abby came to the school the next day and told myself and the school counselors about her friend and what she was doing to herself. The counselors were then able to get in touch with the parent to alert them of the situation. Abby's friend was then able to get the help and support she needed. Abby told me she loves to draw, and art is one of her favorite subjects. Abby also likes to spend time with her little sister at home and is currently teaching herself sign language so she can help others. Abby's mom describes her as an extrovert who cares for others. She also remembers Abby insisting on coming back to school before being fully recovered from surgery since she did not want to miss any work. This makes sense since Abby doesn't have any grades below a 90. That's amazing. Abby's teachers tell me that she is an extraordinary student, has very good manners, and goes above and beyond to help classmates who may be struggling with work, even taking time away from her own work. I feel that Abby absolutely deserves to be recognized for doing the right thing. And Abby, Officer Johnson is absolutely right. You do need to be recognized. You are an amazing young lady, and I hope that you stay the way that you are. Congratulations. Next up, we have a big old smile, man. You ready for your speech? We've got Ronnie Joe Sims. Smile real big. You look nervous. All right, so Ronnie is an 8th grade student at Banks Trail Middle School, and you were nominated by Miss Ross. Your nomination reads that RJ is not a student that I teach in my classroom, but I know him. I cannot speak of his academics, but I know his character. I see how he interacts with his peers and adults in the halls and at lunch. The words I use to describe RJ are funny, playful, and polite. He has had issues in the past with his playfulness, but what I saw him do during Blacktop time really shows the consideration and kindness of his character. During Blacktop, some of the boys were playing basketball. They can get really into the game, become possessive of the ball, often stealing it from others so they can shoot. That's what basketball's about, right? Mm-hmm. What I saw RJ do during this time really showed his true character. While others would fight over the ball after a rebound so they could shoot again, RJ would get the ball and then give the ball to one of our students who was disabled visually. He did this repeatedly and was the only student that would give the student the ball and therefore a chance to shoot. RJ does not always make good decisions in the classroom or in the halls, but what I saw on the Blacktop really showed his true nature and his desire to want to help others make them feel good. From what I gather, he has made great improvements in his behavior and interactions with his peers since 6th grade. Witnessing this small event showed me how considerate and caring he really is of his fellow classmates. And RJ, Miss Ross is absolutely right. We don't always make right choices, but the choices that we do make that are right, they make a positive impact on people, and that impact impacts them more than you'll ever know. So what you did probably changed that that young man's life. So keep doing what you're doing, boss man. Keep smiling. Next up, we have Miss Jane Kirkwood. Jane likes to smile. Jane is a 7th grade student at Springfield Middle School, and you were nominated by Miss Sif. And your nomination reads that on March 19th, 2019, Jane Kirkwood, a 7th grade student at Springfield Middle School, used her social media resources to help locate a lost student. To put it simply, a friend of Jane's was not responding to any phone calls, and she was nowhere to be found. Teachers had no way of contacting the lost student and were trying their best to find her. Jane came to Mrs. Sif and said that her friend's Snapchat locations settings were on. Jane and Ms. Sif followed the location settings on her phone to find the lost student. Without Jane, the lost student may not have been found that night. What Jane did on this day was the right thing. Jane was not concerned with anything else but getting her friend the help that they needed and bringing her to safety. Jane told me she loves to cheer and hanging out with her friends. In my opinion, I think that anyone who's a friend of Jane's should consider themselves very lucky to have such a caring friend, someone who thinks of others and acts selflessly. Jane should be recognized for going above and beyond on this day and for possibly saving someone from something horrible happening to them. Jane, you did something great, and it was the right thing. So Jane, that's amazing. I usually don't have a whole lot of positive things to say about social media, but your social media could have saved somebody's life. So thank you for being who you are. And keep smiling. Next we have Mr. Wilson. Mr. Wilson's going to let me borrow that tie when he's done. Mr. Wilson is a 7th grade student at Banks Trail Middle School, nominated by Mr. Gilson. And your nomination reads, integrity is a characteristic that is not easily described and recognized in others, but also rare. Doing the right thing when nobody's watching simply because it's the right thing requires maturity, grit, determination, and a strong moral compass. Many middle school students are still developing these characteristics, and so when one finds a young man or lady who already possesses integrity, it stands out. Ben Wilson stands out. Ben is a Banks Trail baseball athlete. Baseball is a highly competitive sport, so the fact that he has put in the time and effort to being good enough to make the team as a seventh grader is impressive. The fact that he has been an honor roll student for all 3 quarters and currently maintains an overall straight A average, wow, that's amazing to me. The final grade is even more. While his academic excellence makes Ben stand out upon his peers, and even more so among the student athletes at Banks Trail Middle School, it is his character that sets Ben apart as a truly remarkable young man. Ben is always on task in the classroom. Ben never needs to be told twice to participate in an assignment or to refrain from distracting others. Conversely, Ben can be counted on to be paired with students who experience behavioral or academic challenges. He ensures that not only does he advance his own academic abilities in class, but the experiences of those around him. Ben has not just impressed me, but also various specialists that visit the room to help support those behaviors. Ben is patient, tenacious, empathetic, and inclusive towards those students. He looks for ways to ensure that they feel as though they are valuable contributors to his group and the classroom. Ben does all of this intuitively. I have never had to ask him to do it or explain the situation. He does it because it is an innate part of his character. Ben is also a young man who never makes excuses. His commitment to personal excellence means that he humbly accepts failure as a growth opportunity, rather than seeking to shift blame onto others. Again, this level of personal accountability is uncommon among 7th grade students, and is certainly another reason why Ben is such an impressive young man. Ben stands out as a young man of exceptional integrity, and that is why he deserves to win this award. And Ben, you do deserve to be recognized for being an outstanding student and an outstanding young man, and my hope for you is that you don't change who you are, you just become a better person because of everything that you have already. So congratulations. He almost broke my hand with his handshake, just FYI.
That's not fun.
Next we have Mr. Starnes. Mr. Starnes also likes to smile. Caleb is a 12th grade student at Nation Ford High School, and you were nominated by Ms. McCready. And your nomination reads, Caleb Starnes receives high marks and accolades for his commitment in working with and teaching young children. He's a classroom leader and accepts roles others would not consider. He always speaks in a respectful and kind tone to all individuals. He receives deadlines and requests with a positive, can-do attitude. Recently, Caleb has received great comments from working with 4-year-old kindergarten screening at Riverview Elementary School. An email from a screening teacher said, "Hey Jane," I'm trying to read like sir. "Hey Jane," sorry. I just want to let you know that Caleb is over here doing his amazing thing with the kids. They all love him and don't mind waiting for their parents to have their exit exams or wait to be tested in another area at all. All of the teachers here are simply astounded at how wonderful he is. He is such a great kid. We are all thankful he is here today. Thank you so much for sharing him with us today. He's going above and beyond. Caleb's love is football, and he has played football for the school each year. He is loyal, practices hard, and supports his team and his school. His attitude, again, is always positive and ready to go. Caleb works at Bojangles currently and has for at least 2 years. He has worked at several locations and is the employee that hustles and impresses his coworkers and his supervisors with his work ethic. Caleb Starnes deserves the Do the Right Thing award because he consistently does what is right. He's an excellent role model at school, at home, and at work. And Caleb, I've only known you now for, 20 minutes or so? And I can feel the positivity just coming off of you. So I hope that doesn't change. And like I said, in the 20 minutes that I've gotten to know you, I don't think it will. So hats off to you parents for raising him to be who he is. You have a speech? Next, we have Mr. Jaden Sanders. And Jaden told me that he wanted to give his speech first, so. Jaden is an 8th grade student at Springfield Middle School, and you were nominated by 2 teachers, Ms. Perry and Ms. Porter. And your nomination reads that on Monday, April the 8th, a young man in our school was having a tough day as he was afraid of attending classes and feared that children would pick on him because of a very bad haircut. I know the feeling. While the student was in guidance, the counselor asked if there was anyone he felt comfortable being around for the day. The student said that Jaden Sanders was the only student he trusted. Jaden was called and asked if he would walk around the school with the young man and encourage the young man that everything would be okay. Jaden took this role seriously. He explained the situation to the young man's teachers and hung out with the young man all day. Not only did Jaden encourage the young man, he explained to the young man that his haircut doesn't change who he is as a person. Jaden told the young man he would go to every class with him and that if that would help him go to class, which was very noble. In addition, Jaden thought it would be a good idea to ask administration if the student could wear a hood until his hair grew back so that the student would feel more comfortable attending class. As an adult in the building, I was very impressed and proud to see Jaden being so helpful and kind to another student. Thus, I assisted him by talking to the administration. We graciously got approval for the young man to wear a hood. We are very proud of the mature, kind, loving, and encouragement shown by Mr. Sanders. His actions and drive to do the right thing were certainly not unnoticed. That's awesome. Like I said, I know how it feels to have a bad haircut, and it is embarrassing. And so you doing what you did to encourage this young man is very, very, very mature. So thank you, sir. All right. Next up, we have Mr. Connor Martin. So Connor is a 10th grade student from Fort Mill High School and was nominated by Miss Weber. And Connor, your nomination reads, I am nominating Connor Martin for the Do the Right Thing award because of his thoughtfulness, selfless and generous act of kindness towards his classmate and friend, Lynn Nguyen? Yes. Connor befriended his fellow classmate, Lynn, in biology class during the fall of 2018-2019 semester. Connor and Lynn would work together in biology labs and during activities, helping Lynn as an ELL student. Lynn came to me a week before school was dismissed for winter break to tell me that he was returning to Vietnam before the semester ended. Lynn asked me to sign his yearbook from the previous year. Lynn proceeded to tell me that Connor Martin kindly gave him his yearbook from last year so that Lynn would have a nice remembrance of his year and a half at Fort Mill High School. I was honored to sign the yearbook, as did Lynn's classmates and teachers. When Connor learned that Lynn had returned to Vietnam, he kindly, thoughtfully, generously, and selflessly gave his yearbook from last year to Lynn in order for Lynn to have a wonderful and meaningful memory book of his time at Fort Mill High School. I spoke to Connor about his act of kindness and generosity, and he just smiled and humbly stated that he wanted Lynn to have his yearbook in order to remember his time at Fort Mill. Remember his friends and teachers. I was so very impressed that a student would have thought of such a great gift and to give a special possession so freely, generously, and humbly as Connor did. You could see that it gave great joy to Connor to give this gift, and to see the smile on both Connor and Lynn's faces were priceless. Connor did not expect reimbursement, replacement, or anything else for this generous gift. I feel that Connor Martin went above and beyond what typically occurs in school, and the gift was given from the heart, without any exception except to give joy to a fellow student. This is an act of kindness that I will never forget. Connor Martin truly deserves this award. And as a side note, that one of the teachers gave Connor a replacement yearbook for his kind actions. So like I said before, every action has a consequence, and your action got you 2 positive consequences. You got another yearbook, and you have some prizes that you're going to share with me. Keep being who you are. And finally, we have one last one. Our grand prize winner for the 2018-2019 second Do the Right Thing ceremony goes to Officer Gilbert. Goes to Mr. Kyson Ward. Kyson Ward is a 7th grade student at Springfield Middle School, and you were nominated by Miss Battle. And your nomination reads that on February the 14th, 2019, the students were sitting outside their homeroom classes waiting for the bell to ring so they could enter the classroom. Students were lined up against the wall. Kyson was with his friends. One of his friends sat down and then whipped back against the wall, then slumped against the student beside him. He lost consciousness and his extremities began to shake mildly. Kyson tried to arouse his friend by talking to him, but his friend would not respond. Kyson was worried that his friend was having a seizure. The episode lasted about 30 seconds, then his friend regained consciousness and seemed fine but sleeping. This whole episode really shook Kyson. He told the friend that he should tell a teacher what happened. He asked this young man to tell an adult that he had passed out and that maybe was experiencing a serious medical condition, or even worse, may still be in danger. The young man that had the episode didn't want to make a big deal about it. He couldn't recall how scary this was for Kyson because he was unconscious. Kyson told his friend that if he wouldn't tell someone that he had passed out, Kyson was going to tell someone. Kyson asked his teacher if he can go to guidance. He went to Miss Gabauer, the 7th grade counselor, and told her what happened and that he was afraid for his friend. Ms. Gabauer notified Nurse Battle and then went to get the student that had the medical event and brought him to the health clinic for assessment. He was stable with no sign of injury from the event. His parents were called and they took the student to the emergency room. Kyson has showed great maturity and responsible decision-making by reporting to an adult what he witnessed. He enabled the school staff to care for his friend and to notify the student's parents so they can get him to a doctor for complete assessment. This could have had a tragic outcome. Kyson was worried for his friend and did what a real friend does when a friend needs help. He got help when faced with a situation he could not handle alone. He definitely did the right thing on Valentine's Day this year. He took initiative and his friend is safe due to his response to a scary situation. My hat goes off to you, Kyson. You could have saved this young man's life. For all you know, it could have happened again in class and nobody known about it, but you letting your school know about it got him the help that he needed. So therefore, you helped this man out more than you'll ever know. So congratulations, sir. So I have to present Kyson with this plaque as well. So Kyson, hang that on your wall and tell all your friends that Officer Gilbert gave it to you. And like I said before, this is my favorite part of my position. I get to read these nominations and see what these young adults are doing. I don't call them kids or children, they're young adults because they make adult decisions. But it warms my heart to see what they do, and I love it, and I love you guys for raising them to be who they are. I have a 2-year-old at home. If some of you guys want to help me raise her, so that way she can get some Starbucks gift cards as well. What a great night with some great nominations that I've read to you guys and great students. This program, like I've said before, this program wouldn't be possible without the sponsors. So I can't not leave without thanking those sponsors. And I want to name each sponsor and thank them individually. Just give me a second, okay? Starting with the Ann Springs Close Greenway. The Greenway, they contribute and help support this program every year, so I want to thank you guys at the Greenway. Chick-fil-A sponsors this program as well. They cater the program. The chicken nuggets that you've had, the sweet tea that you guys didn't save me any of, everything that you guys see over here, Chick-fil-A jumps on board, they contribute. So thank you guys at Chick-fil-A. I want to thank the Peach Stand for their continued support as well. This room was given to us by the Hampton Inn. So the Hampton Inn wanted to jump on board and they let us use this room. So thank you guys at the Hampton Inn. There's one sponsor that likes to remain anonymous, so I won't name that sponsor, but they know who they are. And I want you to know that I greatly appreciate everything that you've done for this program. So thank you very much. The American Legion, they are continued supporters of the program. So thank you guys at the American Legion. Want to thank Lauren and Brian Wild of Wild Homes, always willing to help out with this program as well. So thank you guys. Want to thank John Young from Young's Body Shop. John has been a supporter from this program from the get-go as well. And so John, I can't thank you enough for all that you do. So thank you, sir. I also want to thank Andy Burkholder from Carolina Upholstery. You guys are just like the guys from Young's Body Shop. I can't thank you guys enough. It's been a pleasure working with you guys, and it's been a pleasure to know that you guys support such a great program. So thank you guys. I want to thank Eddie Evans from Evans Tire Service. Mr. Evans reached out to me, wanted to support this program, and he would not take no for an answer. So Mr. Evans, thank you, sir, for your support. I want to thank Barry Freeman, Rex, and Angie Freeman from Freeman's Body Shop for your continued support as well. They've never hesitated to contribute, so thank you guys. We have a new sponsor this year. It's Anytime Fitness. So Anytime Fitness, all of you guys, all of your staff, thank you guys for your support, and thank you for your willingness to jump on board to be a sponsor as well. I want to thank Keith Sandvoss from Edward Jones Investment. Mr. Sandvoss is the supporter who gives the grand prize winner the Kindle Fire HD, which is a huge thing. Everything that all the supporters do and sponsors do is a huge thing. But Mr. Sandvoss, I want to thank you for your support for the program, sir. I want to thank Catawba River Dentistry for your support. I can't thank you guys enough. JJ Aimwright, Guns and Ammo, all of you guys there, thank you guys for your support. Names in a Hurry, I ran into a little snafu this time with some of the prizes, and Sherry and Doug up at Names in a Hurry, they found a solution and they didn't hesitate to help me out. So I really can't thank you guys enough for all that you guys have done for this program. I want to thank our South Carolina House District 26 representative, Ms. Ray Felder. Couldn't be here tonight, but she rarely misses coming to a ceremony because she's a huge supporter, been a supporter since day one. So Ms. Felder, I want to thank you for your support. Another new sponsor, the Improper Pig, want to thank you for your support. Reached out to them and they didn't hesitate to say yes, so they jumped on board. So thank you guys at the Improper Pig. Want to thank Ray and Renee Giles from Giles Plumbing for your continued support as well. And most importantly, I want to thank Chief Helms for your support. Without your support, Chief, this program wouldn't even be here. And so I want to thank you for allowing this program to be here in Fort Mill. Such a great program, honoring such great young adults. So thank you. Thank all the sponsors. My hat goes off to you guys. I can't thank you guys enough, all of you. But that's all I have. Thank you guys for coming out. I greatly appreciate all that you guys do. And students, I greatly appreciate all that you guys do. And remember one thing, just keep doing the right thing. All right? Y'all have a good night.
Are you a fan of Do the Right Thing? If so, give us your feedback. Email Officer Gilbert at jgilbert@fortmillsc.gov.